You might think you're building a brand. You might think you own your content, your followers, your reach. But what if I told you you're just renting your audience, controlled by an algorithm you don't understand, your income, at the mercy of ads you don't place and rules you didn't write, your creative work, owned not by you, but by the platform that hosts it. This is digital feudalism, and chances are you're already living in it. In medieval feudalism, peasants worked land they didn't own. They harvested crops, paid rent to the lords, and lived under systems they had no power to change. Today, the fields look different. They're called Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X. But the structure? It's eerily familiar. You do the labor, the writing, the filming, the editing, the posting. The platform collects the rent in the form of your data, your audience, and your attention. And just like feudal lords, they can raise the rent at any time, change the algorithm, demonetize your channel, throttle your reach, shadow ban your content. No explanation, no negotiation, no recourse. Creators are often sold a dream. Be your own boss, build your brand, escape the 9-to-5. But what they're really entering is a system where the landlord controls everything: the land, the rules, the market, and the money. And that landlord is the platform. Take YouTube. You don't own your subscribers. YouTube does. You can't email them directly. You can't port them to another platform. If YouTube disappears tomorrow, your business disappears with it. Same with Instagram. Same with TikTok. The followers you built are just rented visibility. Conditional, unstable, revocable. Here's where it gets deeper. Platforms are designed to make you feel empowered, while keeping you dependent. They give you a dashboard, analytics, creator tools. They let you see your views, your growth, your engagement. But they never let you see the full machinery. The decisions behind who gets pushed, who gets buried, and why. That's not a glitch. That's power. The power to reward obedience and punish dissent. To shape what rises and what vanishes. To train creators to chase trends instead of truth. In this system, you don't create for people, you create for the algorithm. And the algorithm serves the platform, not you. Think about how quickly things change. One day, you're encouraged to make 10-minute YouTube videos. The next, shorts are everything, and your long-form content dies in the feed. One day, Instagram is about polished photos. The next, it's all reels, and your reach collapses if you don't adapt. One day, you go viral for thoughtful analysis. The next, the same content gets flagged, demonetized, or buried. That's not growth. That's algorithmic instability, a tool of control. And the ones who survive? They're not the most talented. They're the most adaptable to the system's shifting demands. What makes digital feudalism so dangerous is that it looks like freedom. No boss, no office, no gatekeepers. But the truth is, most creators are one algorithm change away from collapse. You can spend years building an audience and lose it overnight. You can follow every rule and still get demonetized. You can create for the community and still get shadow banned. And just like peasants in the feudal era, your survival depends on the whims of those in power, the lords of the digital kingdom. Meanwhile, the platforms make billions. They sell ads against your content, they collect data from your viewers, they monetize your labor, your ideas, your culture, while giving you just enough to keep you grinding. And if you try to leave, good luck. Your audience doesn't follow you. Your visibility doesn't transfer. The system is designed to keep you trapped. loyal to a platform that doesn't value you beyond your output. What's wild about digital feudalism is that it sells itself as success. Scroll through Instagram and you'll see creators talking about how they made it, how they built a 6-figure income, how they escaped the rat race, how they became their own boss. But behind most of those wins is a system that's deeply unstable, wildly unequal, and completely outside their control. The truth? Most creators don't make a livable income. Most virality is algorithmic luck, and the platform always takes the biggest cut. It's not a creator economy, it's a renter economy, and the creators are the tenants. Let's talk numbers. On YouTube, only a small fraction of creators ever qualify for monetization, and even fewer earn enough to pay their bills. On TikTok, viral videos with millions of views often earn creators a few dollars, while the platform runs ads and collects user data worth thousands. Instagram's algorithm changes have destroyed the careers of countless photographers, artists, and educators who built loyal followings, only to see their content suppressed in favor of whatever trend Meta decides is next. This isn't just frustrating, it's extractive. The platform's profit, while creators scramble for attention in a system that never lets them rest. And here's where it gets worse: the illusion of meritocracy. We're told that if you're good enough, consistent enough, strategic enough, you'll grow, you'll win, you'll be rewarded. But just like in traditional feudalism, the odds are rigged in favor of those who already have capital. Creators who come from wealth can afford better cameras, editors, ad spend, and time. They're not worried about rent. They can treat creating as a long-term investment, not a desperate hustle. And if they fail, they have a financial cushion. If a working-class creator fails, they might lose everything. That's not freedom. That's digital class warfare dressed up as opportunity. Social media platforms love this setup. They need creators to believe they're one viral post away from success, so they'll keep producing free content. But the truth is, the house always wins. Platforms like TikTok and YouTube own the infrastructure, control the visibility, and set the rules. Creators simply perform, hoping to be chosen by the algorithm. And if you speak out, if you criticize the system too directly, your content might disappear, your reach might plummet. You'll never know why, because you're not owed an answer. That's the power dynamic of digital feudalism. Opaque rules, zero accountability, total dependence. The platform doesn't just own your audience, it owns the path to them. And unless you have money, a team, or external media coverage, it's nearly impossible to reach people without paying the toll. So even if you leave the castle, you're still on the landlord's land. Some creators are pushing for platform cooperatives, where content producers actually own a stake in the system. Others are moving to decentralized networks, open source tools, or email-based lists they control. It's working exactly as intended, just not for them. Because digital feudalism isn't a glitch in the creator economy. It is the creator economy.